This is Karikter Asked It. You already know Character did it. I'm here with Rich Ave Preem, a guy who has been supporting me from a distance for a long time. Tell us about yourself, bro. Tell him what you do.
Thank you for having me. First and foremost, Character. Man, it's been a long journey that I'm on right now, and the music it kind of found me in a sense. I've always been very much into art growing up. I started as a visual artist. That was my biggest thing. I still am to this day. Painting, drawing, sketching, graphic design on the computer, video editing, photography, you name it. Down to like clothing. I just launched my clothing line, Fly State of Mind, recently. And that's pretty much been my whole life, has been art, but like I said, visual arts. But back in 2020, I'd say 2019, late 2019, early 2020, I was hearing, people around me, my friends and people who I consider my brothers, like a lot of talk of like, man, they were like kind of reminiscing. I would hear like conversations off and on, like when we link up, and they would be reminiscing, man, wish we can get back into the stew, back recording like we did in high school. It was so much fun. So I would hear that so much. And I was like, and I've always been an observer. I've always like played, the back and just kind of like listened, like, okay, taking notes. And then, so it just got to the point where I was like, okay, now's the time. I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna make an announcement. I'm just gonna let my actions speak louder than words. And I went ahead and fully invested in myself and into us, I should say, by just retrofitting my workspace into a studio. So I have a walk-in closet that I converted into a booth. I sound treated it and all that. Yeah, have the whole streaming setup here, top-down camera for when I'm producing beats and stuff like that during my live streams. So it wasn't even really like a passion, a desire for me. Like I always loved music, different genres growing up in the house, like house and funk and boom bap and all different jazz and just everything. So I've always loved music, but it was never a thing, like a point or an idea of mine to pursue music until that happened, until those conversations. And then it kind of like a spark, it just ignited in me in the interest to produce. Like I always, like from the beginning, from that point on, I always had in mind to be a producer, and not so much a vocalist, not a lyricist or anything like that. I just wanted to make beats and let them do all the lyrics. So that's what I got into initially, was just straight production and just honing up on my skills for mixing, mastering, arrangements and different effects and all the things that make a great producer, I guess. Or yeah, I guess you could say that. I'm not to say that I'm a great producer or anything, but so I kind of had to catch myself there. But all the things that a producer needs on their tool belt, I guess you could say. So got to that point, and life happens. So everyone, between having children and
How old are you?
Already, I'm 34. Sometimes
Okay.
I forget.
Okay, I feel you, bro.
So yeah, but like between them, I don't have any children myself, but a few of my brothers, they between them already having children at the time, or having children ever, like from that point to where we are now, things happen to where they weren't able to make it over and get into the booth and record and stuff like that on a consistent basis, or just at all at a point. So I was racking up all these beats and getting the catalog and the inventory, the stash was growing. So I was like, you know what, I have a lot on my mind. I've always been a deep thinker. I've always been into positivity and positive vibes and lifting people's energy, making them feel good. And so I was like, you know what, I got a couple messages that I think the world needs to hear. So I'm gonna start putting that pen to the paper. Well, I type my lyrics on my phone.
Yeah,
but,
figuratively, I get you, bro.
speaking, yeah. So I started putting the pen to the paper and got to it, and it's been haven't looked back since, and it's been a great journey of development, I would say more so than anything, like really finding because I feel like I found my sound in production over these past, been 3 years now, 3.5 years almost, since May 2020. So I'm pretty comfortable in my production, and now I'm really able to like find my voice. And it's like I always say, everything happens for a reason. I believe in, you know, divine planning, divine timing. And it like sometimes I'll sit back and I'll think like and just reflect like, wow, had I gone fully in like just myself, you know, just the like thought of me producing and being a lyricist like from the gate, I know that it would have like hindered me. It would have kind of like been a little too much on the plate. So the fact that, you know, they had their purpose, like my brothers and everything, we might not have gone the whole journey together, but I can appreciate and I see what, you know, their purpose was for my journey, for me to not go in by myself and think that I have to do everything, so that I could develop my sound, my production. And then, like I said, that spark, it just hit me, and I was just like, you know what, it's time to record.
Everything. I can do it.
Pretty much, you know, as you put your mind to it, like, man, it's it's like cliche, but you really put your mind to it. Times can get hard, it can be overwhelming. Sometimes you just gotta take a breath, take a breather, take a step back, but you can do pretty much anything you put your mind to, for real.
No doubt.
Might not be able to do it all at once. Might be a journey, you know, little milestones here and like or I say checkpoints, like, you know, along the way. But consistency, just will, determination, consistency.
Absolutely, man. Now, to everybody watching, the way I know Preem is through his music review show. I've been on a lot of music review shows, and I have a lot of opinions on the way a lot of them are conducted. He is one of the few that really spreads love and just wants to help people grow as artists. When did you start that?
I would say from the first time that I went live.
How long ago?
Like, my first time going live officially was September of 2020. Or was it 2021? Yeah, 2021, September 2021. I went live like I think May or June, but I deleted those. They were kind of like test runs. So yeah, I made it official. I think it was September 2021, if I'm not mistaken. And like one thing with me, I've worked a lot of jobs in the past where the one thing that I learned in life that goes a long way is simple acknowledgement and appreciation. I've been in so many positions where there was a great lack of it. And, you know, being a very, very hard worker at everything that I've, you know, put my name towards and signed up for, you know, knowing what comes with the jobs and everything, and, you know, agreeing to it and working above and beyond to the point of like, I can confidently say a lot of jobs I worked in the past, I like ran circles around people and would, you know, get overlooked for opportunities of, you know, moving up the ladder, stuff like that. And, you know, it really like that's what really fueled me to really want to like help people, even if it's just, you know, providing a platform of appreciation and acknowledgement. You know, it's like there's no guarantee that anyone's gonna blow up on my platform having their music played or anything, but just for like my enjoyment and the enjoyment of who's there, that energy that's there in the moment, that's all that matters. Like that's, and just, you know, showing love and treating people how I want to be treated at the end of the day. Like that's something that has stuck with me ever since I learned it as a child. Just, you know, treat others as you would want to be treated. And all, you know, at the end of the day, I just want to be heard, you know, have my message not just heard, but felt and, you know, really understood, and to just be, you know, appreciated and acknowledged for it. So
no doubt, bro. Before I forget, shout out the name of your stream, when it's on, because also you do a lot of different streams. I know you do gaming and things like that, so shout all the stuff you do out and where they can find you.
Sure. So the Kickback, that's the music review, that's every Friday, and it's usually around 5, 6, or 7 p.m. Eastern. So that's when, you know, we all get together. everyone submits to the queue and we just vibe out. And then we have the Loop Lab. That's my production stream when I'm making beats live, and those they're pretty, you know, random, as well as the gaming streams. The only one is pretty much the Kickback, you know, where the community is involved, where I have like a set kind of schedule of what's the word I'm looking for? A commitment, I'm more committed
Right.
to like being consistent for the community.
But the other one, game whenever the hell you want.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so.
That's cool, man. So are you monetized on YouTube?
No, not yet. Definitely working towards it, grinding towards it, because again, I want to be able to give back and, you know, have the monetization, if I can get the word right. if I want to have that, you know, contribute to the contest on the channel and giveaways, stuff like that. So like, even if it's like, say the channel starting out when I first get monetized, say it makes like $10 for the month, that's, you know, shipping for me to do a giveaway and, you know, give away a t-shirt or something like that. So
there you go.
I want to have it to where it's all like a well-oiled, you know, machine. Everything is like self-contained and self-sustained, so that I'm not coming out of pocket elsewhere, and like just, you know, have my brand, my music, YouTube, everything, you know, working cohesively together. So yeah, right now I think I'm at 895 or something like that subscribers. So the new terms that YouTube has, I only need 500 to get the first level of monetization. However, I don't have enough watch hours, so I need 1,000 or 2,000 watch hours, and I'm at like 1,900 or something like that. So it's gonna come. I know it's like right there.
I feel you, bro. I'm on the same hustle. I'm just starting the hustle. YouTube's a pain in the ass, man. It's 3,000 watch hours, bro. I watch that every day. I'm at like 329 right now, and getting there. But
grind.
Hell yeah. So it's funny, something you said early on in the interview, you were talking about how you're always been just the observer, the one who sits back and listens. And that is very much shown on your stream too, on your review stream. You seem to really focus in on the music more so than a lot of other people I've seen. And I think that what you're saying makes sense, that you really have always been the type that to just observe, and the critiques you give after the songs too, they're very insightful.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, to be honest, like, I've always had like very strong senses, like great vision, like seeing at a distance and like hearing and stuff like that. I've been very keen to different like frequencies, I guess you could say. But I would say, like, I guess it's the fact that I've gotten more like deeper into the music and the sounds and identifying and separating and all this and manipulating frequencies and stuff like that. I guess my hearing has heightened even more, to the point that I'm pretty sure it's called synesthesia, when people like see colors and stuff like that, or they see sounds like in the form of colors or numbers, stuff like that. So it kind of has been developing, like, I guess, I don't know if it's late onset synesthesia, if that's even a thing. I have no clue, but I swear, like, it looks like I don't see colors or numbers or anything like that, but it's kind of like the way I describe it is, if you're cooking on a grill or you see like asphalt when it's really hot, how it has those, like, the waves to it. It's like I can see the frequencies in different densities of like the waves.
I've never wanted to develop a condition worse in my life.
So yeah, it's been like, that's been a journey in and of itself. The heightening, I guess, of I don't know if it's like this, I'm better training my ears or just heightening the senses. I don't know exactly what's going on. I just know that it's happening.
You don't gotta question it. Don't question it. Just let it happen.
yeah, exactly. No, go with the flow. So yeah, that's been very, very big as far as my, you know, how I not just listen to the music, but feel it, how I see it, how I experience it. And I just, you know, I really feel like that's a big part of my purpose in not just music, but in life, is to, you know, share that with people and try to give the best, you know, the most visual, just the deepest, you know, response that I can, and the realest response that I can, because I know, like, again, it's just what I would love to receive myself. So I'm just, doing exactly what I would love to have done for me. And like, I know I've been to different streams, and I'm not gonna name any people or say anything bad or anything like that, but there's been times where I've been to streams where it's like they're kind of like on what's the word, on autopilot, like skimming through the queue. Sometimes they'll only play like 30 seconds of a track, and they'll start bringing it down and start talking. And I do have a rule where it's like 4 minutes. After 4 minutes, if it's longer than that, then I cut it.
That's fair, bro.
I feel that's more than fair. So, yeah, you have up to 4 minutes. A lot of songs nowadays are around like three and a half or so. So yeah, but yeah, like, just like that, I'm all about equality, everyone getting their fair chance. So everyone has a chance to submit once to the queue. And that's pretty much it.
Nah, I love the way you do it, man. What are the accomplishments that you're proudest of?
Wow. I would say just the biggest accomplishment I'm proud of is just hitting that go live, for the first time. Just, committing to it, just like really putting myself out there. Because I've been on YouTube before in the past. I had a monetized channel in the past, and it wasn't a huge channel or anything like that. I think I had around like 2,000 something subscribers. So I've done it before. It's not new to me, but I wasn't doing anything as far as creating art. It was more of like a vlog kind of channel, like me and my life and stuff like that. So this here was a little bit, it was kind of like, that's why I had like that test run, and I deleted those streams because they didn't, things didn't look how I wanted them. I didn't like flow how I wanted to, stuff like that. It was a whole nother ball game, but yet it was familiar. But for the fact that I was, adding something where I'm like putting more thought, and I'm actively thinking about, what am I going to do here? What kind of melody? And, it was just like another layer, a few layers, I would say, actually, to the whole process. So yeah, just hitting that first time was like the biggest accomplishment, because, nothing else would have manifested if it had not been for that. But since then, I would say just my growth on Spotify, that's my main platform. Very, very thankful for the support there, and I am thankful for having been invited to the Spotify discovery mode back a few months ago, I think in March. So I've been part of that since April, a monthly campaign, and this past campaign, last month's campaign, September, was like what I would say, as far as if I had to zoom out and look at everything, this would be like the pivotal kind of like life-changing moment, or at least like the start to it.
Like, how many streams you get last month?
Last month total, I think, was probably, I'd have to check, but so streams wasn't my biggest month. I think it was like a little over between 80 and 90,000 on Spotify. But in August, I had over 90,000.
Damn, bro.
But last month it was the monthly listeners that I saw like a significant change. So the highest that I peaked before last month was, or I'd say this month. But so technically it's this month, but it's as a result of last month's campaign, like kind of rolling over into this month's. So the highest that I reached beforehand was like 7,000 monthly listeners, and now I'm at 38.1 thousand.
Oh shit, bro.
So yeah, it was like that campaign. The track is called Great Day 19. It's boom bap hip hop, good vibes. It's just like a great song to start your day with, and it just like caught some traction through the algorithm, and it's been performing very well. And I can't be more proud, I can't be happier that it's that track, because it had such like a deep message and I just put a lot of work into that. I even have
What's
like
the
a
message?
video for it. Just to manifest your great day. It's called like I said, Great Day 19, and so yeah, it's just all about doing what you love, manifesting a great day. One of the bars in it is life's a sandbox. Get out and play, do what you love, and you can have yourself a great day. So don't live with any limitations. Just put yourself out there. Don't be afraid of like judgment or anything like that. There's billions of people in the world. It's inevitable that you're gonna get judged, that you're gonna get ridiculed or whatever, or someone's gonna say that you're trash or whatever the case may be. However, it's like those are people that they're meant for you to see. They're meant for you to know that that type of energy is out there, just to push you even more to find those people who haven't reached out with the positivity yet, because it'll come. It's it's just about putting yourself out there, no holds bars, no regrets, and letting your people find you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, letting your people find you.
Hell yeah, bro. That's awesome that song would be the one that blows up for real.
Yeah.
What have been the biggest obstacles that you've had to overcome?
Biggest obstacles, I would say not time management, but energy management. So, and what I mean by that is just like the distribution of like thought combined with actual like putting things in action. Like I find that I think a lot. I've always been a thinker, very, very deep into thinking. And there's things that I always realize that like maybe I should do this. I want to do this, but I end up not doing it. So it's like my own kind of hindrance. It's like I should write things down more, but I have a really good memory, so I kind of rely on that, and I kind of use it as a crutch. I'm like, I'll be good. But then it's like I get like down the road, and it's like so many things have gone to the wayside, and I've forgotten. I'm like, I knew I should have written it down. So yeah, that's, I'd say probably the biggest obstacle is energy management, because I put a lot of energy into my thought, and then by the time I'm ready for the action, it's like the thoughts, those ideas are gone. So, and it's like I'm not drained, but it's like I don't have it in me to try to rethink or redo, it's like I have to go move on to something new. It's like I can't even try to bring it back or get it back or anything like that. So there's a lot of things that could have been but weren't, that didn't happen, and because of that energy management, me just having to know to get out of my mind a little and just just do a little more. I do a lot, but I feel like I can do more sometimes, a little more than the thinking that I'm doing.
I feel that, bro. Maybe it just wasn't the right time for those things. Maybe they'll come back around when it is time,
Absolutely.
What's your dream?
My dream? Wow. Oh, man. That's a great question. My dream, I would say, is to... Man, for someone who thinks, I dream a lot too, so...
I feel you, bro. I don't even know how I'd answer this one for real.
I would say, ultimately, to try to put it in a nutshell, my dream would be to... It's like this may seem cliche, but I'm literally living my dream right now, because my dream is to leave a legacy. So I'm actively working every single day to leave a legacy, to build something that, when I do have children, it's something that that I can leave for them, and just start something that is generational within the family, so we can work for ourselves, provide for ourselves, don't have to rely on others. And going all the way back to the beginning of the conversation when I said working many jobs that I was underappreciated and not giving opportunities, passed up and stuff like that. I want to leave something that's solidified to where none of that is even a thought. Like they don't even have to, I don't want my children to ever have to experience the things that I went through, working jobs, working for other people, building, contributing to someone else's legacy, like the CEOs and COOs and all these people who you don't even see them. For the most part, people who work these jobs, they don't even see these people, but yet we're, putting so much into their legacies and providing for, their generations to come. And it's like a lot of people, around the world end up not leaving or building anything, establishing anything, to pass on throughout, within their own family. So that's my ultimate dream, my ultimate goal, and that's what I'm striving for daily.
No doubt, bro. And that's where the world has left us. The career path is dead.
Mm-hmm.
You got to start your own thing. It's the only way to go.
Yep. Totally agree.
What do you think about the status of the music industry today?
Status. I would say it's very, like, the sectors that I'm into, I would say, although I enjoy the, how can I word this? I enjoy the fact that people are, coming together, producers and lyricists and writers and all this, they're putting stuff out to the world, material out to the world, I would say. And this is why I have a hard time saying putting, like, art out to the world, because I don't feel, art is subjective, so whatever you put out there could be considered art to someone. But as far as like an artful message in the music and, being creative and not like, so what's the word? So not explicit, but like vulgar, I guess, and just like in your face with like a lot of like, the biggest sector of music I listen to is hip hop. So it's been like, I feel on a downward trend as far as the message. It's very, it's just not conducive to the development of the next generation and generations to come, like after them, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Like I'm all about the next generation and making sure that they're well equipped to be better than we were. And
do you see that changing anytime soon?
I do. Like, I feel like hip hop, I would say in particular, is kind of, how they say history repeats itself. I feel like it's coming back around where there's a lot more consciousness in hip hop. And I can probably say that I'm a contributor in to that sector of it. It's very small still, but I feel like it's growing, it's coming back. And I feel like, like there's a saying that everything with a beginning has an end. So it's inevitable that this cycle of, I just feel like that's what I feel like it is. Hip hop and music in general goes through cycles. So this one is, I feel, coming slowly to an end with all the in your face, like sexuality and like violence and all that stuff. And we're slowly getting back to that consciousness, that peaceful like vibrations and messages. So
we can only hope, bro. We can only hope.
Knock on wood, fingers crossed, all the above.
Facts, man. If you could go back and tell your younger self anything, what would it be?
I would say, don't get too down on yourself. Don't get too down on your life. There's been a lot of times where in the past where I was like, man, like, why me? Why, like, in so many situations, why this, why that? I was just questioning why a lot. But now it's like, I can see clearly exactly why all those, why my life wasn't like handed to me on a silver platter, why things didn't coast like so smoothly throughout my life without my upbringing. I know that was all meant exactly for my purpose, and it all goes into like my mentality, how I see, perceive the world today. And so yeah, that's, yep.
With all these damn people listening to you monthly, bro, I know you got drops planned. What do you got coming up?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got let's see. I have a track dropping next Friday. It's so within hip hop, I'm very much into boom bap, like golden era, 90s, 80s, 90s vibe, and then I'm very much into funk. So I have and then I'm into EDM, like house and Baltimore club music and Jersey club music, stuff like that. So next Friday I have Friday the 13th, I have funk, a Jersey club funk like mashup kind of. So yeah, it's like within like funk, they tap into like everything. There's funk house, there's drift funk, there's like the jazzy funk, there's like everything like what is it called, vapor wave or something, I don't know. Someone asked me if I make some type of fun. I was like, I didn't even know that was a subgenre. So yeah, Jersey club is kind of like coming into popularity slowly. The last wave I would say that funk hit was the Brazil funk. So a lot of people were like mashing up Brazilian like I don't know if it's Brazilian house or whatever it's called. They were mashing that with funk, and it like blew up. And so now it's like this is like the next wave. And I thought, me being from New Jersey, it's only right that I do it at least once and see what happens with it. So have that coming out, and then I have 3 lyrical singles that I'll be dropping before the end of the year. At least 2 before the end of the year. Possibly 3. Also have let's see, collabs coming up with Digital Love, member of the community, strong supporter, as well as Rob Snow, same. Both of them, I consider them my brothers. Great people. Big shout outs to them. So yeah, got those in line. Yeah, man, just working, producing, writing, recording, collabing, streaming some more.
Hell yeah.
I'll be doing the streams.
Hell yeah. What is your ultimate goal with the streams?
Just to provide a platform for artists.
So just keep doing what you're doing and get it bigger.
Yeah, exactly. Because I want to be able to have like a way, a place where maybe potentially one day an artist, can break from that opportunity of being in the queue and having like 300 or 200 or whatever like concurrent viewers, and having like half of them like, wow, I really love that track, and then going over to your profile, following you, liking your tracks, reposting and all that, to try to as like the world today and technology, like streaming, digital media and all that, it's all about the algorithm. So like if I can help in any way to get a person into the algorithm, like I was able to do with Spotify, like submitting to playlists and all different like networking and stuff like that, then hey, if I can help any way that I can help in a positive manner towards someone's journey, just like people have helped with me, then I feel like it's mission accomplished.
Hell yeah, bro. Before we end this, is there any kind of life lesson or sentiment you want to leave everybody watching?
I would say the one thing that I close out my streams with is I'm very much into numbers, and I'm very much into acronyms. So my acronym that I end the stream with is PEACE, PEACE, positive energy always causes elevation. So that's the biggest thing for me. That's what I would say, because it's in a nutshell, has like everything in there. Peace is the highest form of positivity in my eyes. It's like love. When you're at peace with something, you can take everything in. You don't have to think about like any problems, issues, or anything. Just positive vibes, all positive vibes. So I know it's hard, to do. Everyone, life happens and all that, but I'm very big into like meditation, stuff like that. So along with the life, or like a quote or like something to say to people, I will also encourage people, get out, walk, take walks and get out in nature, breathe the fresh air, as fresh as it is in your area, I guess, because there's a lot going on with, but breathe the air, get out there and the sun, and meditate, breathing, deep breathing, exercises, all that stuff, just ways to just decompress, to bring that heart rate down, to just level out. And because I feel like that's something we don't do often. Like I would say maybe 2-3 years ago, I'm kind of going a little off track right here, but I noticed that I was breathing one day, and I'm like, day to day, I realized we as humans don't use, or rarely ever use, the full extent like of our lung capacity. Like when we're breathing normally, it's like a very small percentage of like a deep breath, so if we breathe deep breaths normally, we would only breathe maybe 10 to 20 times a minute, but yet we're breathing faster, which is contributing to a faster heart rate. And I'm like, man, that's crazy. That I'm like, the fact that we have the capacity we have, I know that it's not just to hold our breath and go underwater or stuff like that. It was probably a time where we breathed normally and used our whole capacity and fully oxygenate our brain, deeper thinking, like, so all those different things I'll sit and meditate on sometimes, and they'll come to me, and it's like, I never really noticed that, but now that I'm noticing it, it's for a reason. So yeah, just
for all the chemicals in there, it probably is evolution. We shouldn't be breathing that heavy in.
Yeah. only do breathing exercises inside. Yeah. Don't do those while you're taking walks. Yeah.
But hey, man, I appreciate your time, for real. This has been an awesome episode of Karikter Asked It with Rich Ave Preem. Follow him up, hit him up, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify. A bunch of people are on Spotify right now. 34,000 a month right now. Appreciate your time, homie. I'll see y'all next time. Peace up.
Peace. Much appreciated.